That huge line of cars you see are all INL employees headed to work. And they're coming from both directions. I came from Idaho Falls direction and it was insane. So all these cars are coming from Idaho Falls over there. And I went on a hillside and looked over. It was like 200 cars just on the highway all at once. And they're all turning off right now. Right there. That's where they all work. Like, look at this. It's a whole city out here. We are in the middle of nowhere right now. But at 5:30 a.m., keep in mind, I've driven this road hundreds of times. And it's always empty. But I've finally taken it at 5:30 a.m. And it's like a city out here. There's all these people driving to work. Otherwise, it's desolate. It's a ghost town out here. And all these guys are coming from, I'm guessing, Pocatello, Twin Falls. But INL employs a lot of people. Now heading this way is Atomic City. And that's what I'm interested in checking out today. So this is Atomic City, and being 5:45 right now, I really thought the sun would be up. Being a YouTuber, I don't exactly wake up early in the morning like this too often, but it's still nighttime. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to slowly drive through the town right now, kind of check it out, and then I'm gonna pull off and wait about 30 minutes for the sun to come up. Then we could kind of explore around. But I like seeing these old towns, especially unique ones like Atomic City, Ione, Nevada, and it's just a lot similar to that because they're semi-ghost towns. There's no reason for this town to still be here. There's no employment. Really, the only people who still live here, a lot of them are just old folks from back when nuclear energy was actually prominent and it was supposed to be the future. There's 2 bars in this town. One is still active today. Atomic City Fire Station, Bureau of Land Management, Idaho Falls District. And fire danger today is on the high end. I'm currently on the side of Highway 26. All INL employees still going to work. Man, they have a lot of people. But as I was finding a place to kind of pull over, I found this old, oh, that's a cat. But I found this old little bar. It's all abandoned, opened up. It's sketchy looking. Looks like it's been abandoned for a long time though.
In the 1950s, Atomic City served as a support hub for the nearby National Reactor Testing Station, where engineers built and tested some of America's first nuclear reactors. Back then, this was a lively place. Bars, stores, and homes for workers, bringing the atomic age to the high desert. In January of 1961, about 20 miles northwest of town, the SL-1 reactor suffered a catastrophic accident. During maintenance, a control rod was pulled too far, triggering a sudden power surge and steam explosion. All 3 operators inside were killed instantly. To this day, this incident still marks the only fatal nuclear reactor accident in the US involving immediate deaths. Over the years, as testing programs wound down and jobs left, so did most of the people. Today, only a handful of residents remain. Scattered buildings, a small RV park, and a local saloon are all that's left of this once busy atomic outpost.
finally the sun comes out and it's 6:30, ready to explore Atomic City. All right, so we're now entering from the adjacent side that we came in originally. As you can see, back at the BLM fire station. Oh, no way. That's the old mechanic shop. You have one sign, one of the signs are gone. And then right behind the mechanic shop is an old trailer. Oh, abandoned vehicle too. Look how neat this is. So now we're really gonna just drive through. I always like seeing these old ghost towns. I figured why not bring you guys along today for this kind of like weird, wacky episode. Twin Buttes Bar. I wonder when the last time they served any drinks was. See, you still have some residents, but half of the town is demolished and the other half is pretty much abandoned. The old mobile home. I think that's just a substation. So many roads we could go on. Let's take a right. Or you know what? We'll go on every road, you guys. There's the sewage treatment. See, this entire block has been leveled out. But before it was a middle-class town, so old mobile homes and houses pretty much. Then veering to the right, old greenhouse, and then that's an abandoned house. I don't know. It looks abandoned, but this one, nobody definitely lives there now. There's no way. That's so overgrown. You'd be surprised, especially in places like Nevada. You'd see a burnt up trailer and then somebody's living in it, you know? Grand Auto Sales. Oh, so that is the bar that is still active. This bar hasn't gone out of business. They still get visitors. So the sign up above would have said Atomic. Yeah. Bar. Of course, any small town you're gonna have the Trump stickers. The old Bayliner. What's it doing out here? We're so far out from the ocean. Alright. Jumping back on the main road. Just driving through. Alright, and then here's what's cool. Check this out. This is known as the Atomic Raceway. And what they have is those crash derbies here. There's tons of old cars. Okay, 1780th Avenue. old school mobile home. That's cool. It's like a creepy town. It reminds me of those old western towns in Nevada. You know, when you go through Goldfield and Gold Point. There's also Round Mountain. Just those wacky old towns. But the whole town was one big square. And this was that square. So there were no houses off to the right of us. That's all BOM land. But everything to the left is private ownership. And most of it has gone. And it makes me wonder, you know, I think about all these plots of land where houses were once. They're still owned by those families. The people who originally bought them are probably dead. But their land is still here. There's really not a whole lot to see of the town itself. I do want to go back to that old bar maybe and take a couple pictures of it. Alright, so basically when we continue straight, it's all just old, leveled out plots of land. Now keep in mind, all of this was developed. This town was at capacity. Yeah, another small abandoned house. Alright, let's turn off at this old abandoned bar. See what's going down on this road. That's a nice house. It's interesting to see half the places here that are still standing are all abandoned. And then the other half are pretty nice houses. Ah, it's a tiny place. And then another old house. Maybe a duplex. Oh, what the hell? Look at that. You still got a school? No way, kids. Look. Dude, do you know how boring of a place this would be to be a kid? Imagine if you're 7, 8 years old and you live here. No offense to freaking Atomic City, but who would want to be a kid here? Oh, you try to hang out with your friends and your closest ones are in Idaho Falls. Oh, sorry, it's a 45-minute drive. Can't make it. Try to hang out with your friends, the closest ones otherwise. Pocatello, oh, sorry, can't make it. That's an hour-and-a-half drive. Sweet. Let's go check this old bar out, and then we'll drive back through Atomic City. Oh my, how many people? Gotta be, holy crap, they employ a lot of people. But check that out. Oh my, that's so cool looking. Oh, this is cool. It's like the old bar. It's freaky in here. Oh, all the fridges, man. That's actually insane. I love this bar though, how it just comes out to this point. Let's check this place out. That's the bathroom. Just back rooms, I guess. That's another bathroom. We're kind of make it quick, you know. I'm not trying to be here too long. Just want to explore. I've never actually been to an abandoned bar, or even really an active one. Oh, that's the mobile home. That's where they lived. So they lived in that mobile home right outside of the bar. These huge doors was to bring inventory in. Yeah, this is where they stored, oh my gosh, that was a cat. There's a cat up there. This is where they stored all their liquor. Another bathroom. And kind of like, oh, no way. And then, we're now where the bartender would be. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna get out of here. But, oh my gosh. That's awesome, man. I just wanted to have a look, you know.
In the 1950s and 60s, nuclear power was seen as the future, a symbol of progress and limitless potential. Towns like Atomic City thrived on that optimism, feeding off the energy, jobs, and hope that the atomic age promised. But when the spotlight faded and the industry's boom years ended, that promise faded too. Now Atomic City stands quiet, a reminder of how quickly the future can come and go. Today, nuclear energy has become an outlier in the U.S. energy landscape, producing only a small share of the nation's electricity compared to its peak decades ago. While it remains a stable, low-carbon source of power, with growth increasing in countries such as China, India, and Russia, the U.S. has experienced the antithesis, as expansion has stalled as corporations increasingly favor energy with higher profitability, such as natural gas, solar, wind, and other renewables. These energies have captured the bulk of the new investment, leaving nuclear energy largely on the sidelines of America's modern energy priorities. It is important to note that the reactors here never produced power commercially. They were government-owned and funded to provide research and findings for America's atomic future. They were also and are still used for nuclear development for war.
The SL-1 accident had little or no adverse effects on the environment outside the immediate reactor area. Life went on as usual in surrounding communities. Repeated surveys and samplings of air, water, soil, vegetation, animals, and milk have revealed very little contamination above background levels. Prompt and factual release of information from the start alleviated public concern. With little public excitement and no sensationalism, a certain recognition was gained of the fact that hazards in the nuclear field, as with those of any other industry, can be dealt with effectively.